Hey there, it's now November, so everyone's starting to think about Christmas and holiday gift ideas. Over the years, I've compiled like a list of gifts that I've given or like gift ideas that I've seen from other people, and I was like, that is such a cool idea. So this isn't going to be like super specific, or there's not like a specific niche or personality type. This is just kind of like for anyone type of thing, and this is gonna be part one because I got a lot of ideas up here. But I am so tired of seeing like the stereotypical like jewelry and like candles and grill kits. I don't know. Those are all great things, but I do think that we can be a little bit more unique. I'm gonna read off some ideas for you guys. I'm sorry, the sun keeps literally going in and out, so I don't know what this is gonna look like. Okay, so right off the bat, the first really cool gift that I've given in the past, and it's just been like a really cool experience, is adopting a maple tree. If you look up Adopt a Maple, there's a company, I believe it's in New York, and you can actually adopt like a maple tree. They'll send you a certificate, and they'll also send you in the mail a little serving or a couple servings of maple syrup from your tree. And it's just like a cool, like, you know, it's not like a huge bottle of maple syrup, but you know, you get the certificate and you get to name the tree, and for that season or for that year you adopted it. So it's a really cool gift. And again, like, it's just like kind of the experience too. It's not just about gifting maple syrup. It's like, hey, you own this tree for the year. It's kind of cute. It's kind of like a cute idea. Okay, my next cool gift idea that I've gifted to multiple people actually in the past is a book of newspaper articles from the year that that person was born. Or you can even be like more specific and do like their month and year. So this obviously like is kind of cooler like the older the person is, because it's like further in history. But I mean, obviously you can do it for whoever. You can do it for someone born last year. I mean, we'd probably know the news, but this is a really cool idea for like people who are into history. I think I got this from my dad and my mom, I believe. But yeah, this is like, it was really, really cool because obviously like, you know, like big world events, but it's like newspaper like articles from that year. So it could be just like little things, right? Like just local like events, like smaller events that you wouldn't know about because it wasn't like a, you know, huge like world news event, but it's relative to when they were growing up. And a lot of times, you know, if they're like 50, 60, 70 years old, like it's going to bring back a lot of memories of that time frame. And it's just really cool. It's also like presented in a nice way. So you can look that up online, and there's several different vendors who do something like that. Okay, kind of going off of that, kind of the same type of idea, but if you're trying to buy for someone who has like a very niche interest and they already own physical stuff related to it, like for example, if someone's really into NASCAR and, you know, they already go to NASCAR races, I almost said games, NASCAR races, they already have like, you know, the hat and the you know, merch and everything like that. Something that could be really cool is getting a history book on the history of, or not a history book, a book on the history of that specific niche. And I just use NASCAR as an example, but it could literally be anything. Like there is a book on the history of everything. I have done this for my dad, for certain cars that he liked. If you're really into like Star Wars, there's history on that. But basically, if someone has like a niche like interest and you don't want to just get them something that's like, you know, clutter or whatever merch that they already probably own, but it also shows that like you care about their interests, right? You're not just getting them like a shirt. Like it's like, hey, I recognize that you really like this thing. Here's the history of this thing. Okay, this next gift is really, really, I mean, you could get it for anyone, but this is really cool for like parents or grandparents, people that are a little bit older that maybe like aren't great at technology and like photo albums and all that stuff. But I swear this was the best gift I've ever given my parents. I've spent hundreds of dollars on gifts for them throughout my life. Like, I loved gift giving, and this was their favorite gift ever. We do like family vacations, right? We go places as a family. We take photos as a family. We're taking selfies, you know, we're taking pictures all the time. My sister and I, we have all those photos. We see them all the time. They're on our phones. My parents literally don't ever see them, like, at all, unless we show them. But again, it's just like on their phone. So what my sister and I did, because we were like, we don't actually have like a family photo album. We literally bought a photo album for like less than 30 bucks, and we printed out, like at CVS, all the I'm talking all photos of me, my sister, and my parents, like photos that we're all in from when my sister graduated high school. Every single photo that me, my sister, my mom, and my dad were in together, or even like maybe just me and my sister, or like my parents or whatever, because like there's been times where I've taken photos of them and they literally don't see them. But we filled the photo album, filled it with these photos. Probably the whole thing cost less than $50. And when I tell you, they loved it, because they were reliving things that they had completely forgotten about. We went to a mini golf course like 8 years ago, and my sister and I just like took a family selfie. They have not seen that photo since. They literally were like, where was this? Oh my gosh, I like don't even remember this. Family trips to the mountains, or like even if my sister and I went away for the weekend by ourselves, just her and I, we took a selfie there. And we put that in too, like, and they love to see it because they literally do not see these more than once, if not ever. So it was, when I tell you, they literally said this is the best gift you've ever given, because now they have this whole book of like photo memories and everything, and they can't figure out how to do that on their phone, and that's okay. We can. It's a very doable, I would say, like easy, cheap, but like it's very doable. It's a very doable gift. If you have someone in your life who like, especially like my dad, like he doesn't take or look at photos, you know, but he wants to enjoy them like we do. Like I look back through my photos all the time. He, you know, he wants to enjoy that too, but doesn't have, you know, as much access. Okay, kind of on the same lines of this, my sister and I did this, and it was a lot of work. A lot of work, but still one of the funniest things we've ever done. We went back to photos from when we were kids, and we were doing like who knows what, just photos of everything, right? And we remade them as adults wearing somewhat similar clothes, and like if we were wearing like a white shirt back then, like we wore a white shirt now, and we would literally like put ourselves in the exact same position. And then you get just like a simple photo album with like the little ones that just have one photo per page type of thing, and you put in the old one and you put in the new one, and then that way you can like turn to the side or whatever, and you can literally just see like one, like before and after. We gave it to my parents a few years ago. It's kind of funny because like now when we look at the after photos, like we're significantly older. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but the result was incredible. So that's why I didn't want to like loop it in completely with the first one, because the first one's not as much work. You just really have to go through, you know, your old photos and order them. This you have to like make the scene happen, but it was so, and we throw it on the dining room table whenever people come over. They flip through it, and it's always like it's always a laugh. It's so funny, especially because my sister she's a year and a half younger than me, and so there's like baby photos where she is literally a third of my size, and now we're the same size. So it's like it's really funny how she'll be laying out on the floor like in the baby photo, and I'll just be sitting next to her, and then like we redid one of the photos, and she's laying like that photo when we redid that photo when obviously we're older, she's just like laying on the floor, but it's like she's a full-grown adult laying on the floor. It was really funny. And like I said, it was a cool gift, but we also just like kind of keep it out year round and laugh about it with whoever comes over. Okay, so these next two ideas kind of go together, so I'm just gonna like group them together. But this has been a really cool gift for if you live in like kind of like near the woods or like in more like rural areas. You can get pretty inexpensive like outdoor like wildlife cams. Like I got this for my parents, and because we live near the woods, and so they just stuck it up like on the side of the house. But it's kind of cool like to see like the animals that come through at night. But with that being said, the other cool thing that it's kind of simple but also not a lot of people have it is binoculars. And I know it's like it's 2025, like why do we care about binoculars? But it's kind of like one of those things where no one has ever picked up a pair of binoculars and like not been interested in like, you know, looking. I mean, obviously, hopefully this is for like people who live in rural areas, obviously, but I mean like, you know, if you're like out in the woods or if you live near like the woods or whatever, and there's a pair of binoculars on the table, like people are gonna want to look. I've never been like, nah, I'm good, like I don't need to see, I don't really care. But I've gotten binoculars for my dad a few years ago, and still like it, especially out in the summer, like we'll just be like, oh, like what's making that sound, and we'll look through it. And there's also higher tech versions where it's like, what is it called, a monocular, where it's just one, and they have it so like you can actually put it on the back of your phone, so it like looks through your phone's camera, and it like works with like an app, and it's like a whole thing. Or maybe it doesn't work with that, maybe it just works with the camera app. But that was way too much tech for, like I said, I bought it for my dad. That was too much tech for him. So I was like, hey, like I think this is kind of a cool gift. They were nice binoculars too. They came in a nice case, and he keeps it out like all year by our, you know, back door slider. And I don't know, it's kind of like a cool, no one really thinks about it anymore, but I did. This one's a little bit more expensive, but super easy. But a car detail like gift card from like a local car dealer or car detailing place, because it's one of those things where no one's really gonna like want to invest that in themselves. I mean, some people do, obviously, but like if I had a couple extra $100, I'm probably not cleaning my car, but I really want to get my car detailed. So if I got like $100, you know, gift card, it's obviously not going to cover the whole thing, but I might be more inclined to go do it. I know that this is a gift that my parents give my sister almost every year now, because she really likes having like a nice clean car, but obviously like it's a big expense, so it's a really great gift. Okay, the last couple I'm just gonna do like a couple like rapid fire ones. If you have, I know this is like for anyone, it is for anyone, but if you have like people who are like outdoorsy or like work in the trades, or like are people who just are out like in the elements a lot, a boot / shoe warmer, super easy, but really like a game changer. I have 2 people in my family who are in the trades, and they live by these things. And also heated lunchbox. You have to get like a nice one though, because there are like cheap ones that just, it's too much hassle. Like the cord is kind of short, and then it doesn't really heat so much. But especially in the winter months, like being able to like plug it into their car, I know that like my boyfriend loves his and is worth every single penny. But you have to kind of get like a, not like a super nice one, but I would say like probably around $70. Anything less than that, it might not be like actually worth. So the next one, if you are someone who has if you know someone who has like a patio, or like kind of like a nice like you know, bar cart or coffee cart or something like that, then you can get on Etsy, they have custom coaster like designs that you can do. So you can put like their name on there, or like their nickname, or like their, you know, family initial. But I've gifted this a few times, especially if you know like the style and like color scheme that they would like. I've gotten these a few times, especially for like outdoor patio use. You know, I just got like coasters, like the background matched the furniture, and then it had our family's like last name on it. It was really cool. So yeah, we had them out all year, and like, you know, like I said, they matched the furniture, so it went really nicely. And it's one of those things where everyone's gonna use it anyway, and it's kind of like a unique gift in that it's not really like super common. And it's also like, it's also thoughtful if you like know like the color they like, or you know, can like kind of match the vibe that they would like, but it's like thoughtful. You're making it personalized, you're making it unique to them, and it's something that they probably have never been gifted before. Okay, last one. It's also from Etsy, but I've done this in the past and it's been really special. So I would find like a really nice photo that means a lot to them, whether that be maybe of you and them, or like them and like someone else like that has passed, or maybe just like a photo of someone that means a lot to them, and get like a really nice high quality photo, like file of that photo. And then through Etsy you can actually work with like artists on there to have them make like turn that photo into an image that looks like watercolor. And there's different like styles that you can choose from on Etsy, but if you look up like watercolor, like art, like personalized watercolor, there's a lot of creators on there who make them look really nice, and then, you know, just get a frame from like Walmart or whatever and put it in a nice frame. But I've done this for my dad after his father passed last year, and there's like this one photo of him and his father together that he really likes, and so he already has the photo, like it's already like his, you know, laptop background, and he like already has like the physical copy of the photo. But I was like, how can we make this more special? So I put it through Etsy, an Etsy artist. It was like watercolor, and then like I had his name and his dad's name on the photo, and then I put it in a frame. And it's that way, it's like, you know, you already know that he you already know that they enjoyed the photo, like it already means a lot to them, and now it's just kind of like put through a new medium. So anyway, I think that's it for now for ideas. I have more, but those were some unique gift ideas that I've given in the past and have had really good feedback, and they're kind of like unique and a little different, but I don't know, I hope some ideas spark some inspiration in you. If you have like a unique gift idea that you've given in the past and you're like, I feel like other people should know about this, put that in the comments, and then we can all help each other out. And it's the beginning of November, we got time. I don't know when you're watching this, but I am posting this in the beginning of November, so you definitely have time to do all these things. And yeah, just, you know, putting in like the extra effort and like making it extra personalized goes a long way, and people feel more special when, you know, you're doing something that's more unique to them, and they feel seen. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and please make sure to like and comment. Like I said, any ideas that you have. My voice is going away. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and happy holiday season.